of your lovely daughters. I should also add that every one of those family religious occasions were celebrated because of your insistence, and that they should be celebrated in a manner that respected and honored the highest standards of Jewish tradition. However, this one really tops them all. And in speaking with Mr. T recently, he reminded me of how cooperative and generous you both always were in donating merchandise for the annual NCSY Hanukkah auction. In fact, as both of us recall, it was during the years that your children, Bobby Sue, Mary, Risa, Alan, and David, were active in our NCSY Synagogue Youth Group, that our local chapter received the coveted Best Chapter in the Nation award. The holiday of Hanukkah, which we just concluded, which coincided with part of this Simcha weekend, both share something in common. Hanukkah has a tradition which is not mentioned in connection with any other holiday. It is the aspect which our rabbis called Mahadrin Mina Mahadrin, which means to perform a mitzvah in the manner of those who are most meticulous of all. It means to seek the ultimate way in serving both God and humanity. And this is the description I would have to apply to this special anniversary celebration. David, as a loving, devoted, and dedicated son, I believe that the exciting plan which you created and developed down to the minutest detail to honor your dear parents, and then graciously involving your equally loving, devoted, and dedicated siblings, can only be described as Mahadrin Mina Mahadrin, as the best of the best, as the ultimate plan for honoring parents on their 50th wedding anniversary. May I also extend a special Yasher Kochacha to my very capable colleague, Rabbi Zalman Fisher, and his family, who's doing a wonderful job here in Augusta, as well as your gracious hotel hosts, Bonnie and Jeff Gorelick, who helped make this a really superb weekend. They all really went out of their way. Even the Torah dedication ceremony this morning is a perfect fit for a 50th anniversary, which we call a golden one, because throughout Scripture we find how the Torah is compared to the precious metal of gold. Why specifically gold? The answer, I believe, is that gold is not only a precious metal, but its unique physical properties make it unlike other metals in that it is resistant to change through rust and tarnishing. And similarly, our heavenly Torah, even after more than 3,500 years have passed, its golden rays of light and enlightenment have not changed, nor has it become dim or faded. The very same may be said about you, my dear Dot and Joe, who have been blessed to live together in wedded bliss in love and faithfulness for 50 years. And just as gold never rusts nor tarnishes, so too have both of you bravely stood the test of time. From what I have observed in knowing you both for some 40 years, you have succeeded in remaining a youthful, vibrant, interesting, and interested, warm and friendly couple, taking pride in your Jewish heritage, as well as being devoted parents and grandparents. My dear Joe and Dot, you are not only celebrating your golden anniversary, but you are truly a golden couple. In addition, you are able with great pride to look back now and to see a golden chain of loving years. And what glorious links are to be found in that golden chain, such as wonderful children and grandchildren who are in their respective communities. They are continuing to enrich Judaism and society. You know, our sages tell us that if a family produces 3 consecutive generations who are devoted to Torah ideals and values, as we have witnessed this weekend, then we have a divine assurance that this cherished blessing will not be withdrawn from this particular family's posterity. As it says in Ecclesiastes, a 3-fold cord will not easily be broken. That means in Yirtzeh Hashem, please God, the best is yet to come. So Joe, keep off those ladders because you have so much nachas, so much joy and pride that you have yet to witness. The Rebbitzin and I thank the Almighty, and we thank you, Joe and Dot, and your children, for the many opportunities we have had to be part of your family's special occasions, and we hope and pray to be able to participate in future happy occasions. May the Almighty bless you both with continued good health, long life, happiness, and much nachas from your precious family. And may God grant that we all be together to help celebrate your diamond anniversary. And we can't wait to see what your family is going to arrange for that diamond celebration. Amen. L'chaim and Mazel Tov.
And it gives me great pleasure to call up to the podium Mr. Craig Levine, who is at the Consul of Atlanta, and who I just found out a few seconds ago is, like myself, a Southerner. But he's not from Georgia, he's from South Africa, from Cape Town.
Thank you. It's tough to follow such a beautiful speech from the rabbi. But it was President Theodore Roosevelt who said, "Be smart, be brief, be seated." And following that advice, I'd just like to wish Dorothy and Joseph Mazel Tov on their wedding on their 50th, and another Mazel Tov to the Chabad for their new Torah. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Craig. It now also gives me great pleasure to call upon a very special lady, Elaine Saul, who will be has a surprise for us. Elaine, would you come up, please?
I'm going to join Dot and Joe, since Joe is having a little difficulty standing. And at this time, I would like to ask Dot and Joe's children to please stand. Where's David?
Where's David?
Where's everyone stand? Taken from Genesis, it is written, God said, the land will grow greenery, the kind with seeds on the outside, and the kind with seeds on the inside, like the fruit of specific kinds of fruit trees. And so it was, the land grew greenery, and God saw that it was good. Dot and Joe, indeed you are richly blessed. Your children raise up and praise you, and they have chosen to honor you with this most meaningful and beautiful gift. I am honored today to present the following to you. Jewish National Fund, a grove of 1,000 trees has been planted in the Lahav forest in the Negev, Israel, in honor of the 50th golden wedding anniversary of our loving and devoted parents, Dorothy and Joseph Daitch. With respect and appreciation, your children, Bobby Sue and David Landau, Mary and Larry Holzberg, Alan Daitch, Risa and Pete Baskowitz, and David J. Daitch, presented this day, December the 28th, 2003. Dot and Joe's wedding anniversary is January the 24th, 1954/2004, corresponding to the Hebrew date of 20 Shvat 5714/5764. And I would like now to present this beautiful plaque to both of you. I hope that everyone here today will take a minute to come up and to view this absolutely beautiful plaque, and I want to say that I hope that you will have many more narcissus and joy together and with your children and with your grandchildren. And Lou and I and our family are so happy to be a part of this wonderful, wonderful occasion.
There are three ways you can do that. And the first way is to have great and virtuous children, and Joe and Dot have great and virtuous children. The second way is to write a Sefer Torah, and this morning a Sefer Torah was written. And interestingly enough, the third way, they say, is to plant a tree. And here again, we just had an example of that this ensures they're remembered here today and in the future and forever. As I said earlier, we also had recognition that their good deeds have touched the lives of many people. And as you know, Joe and Dot are very proud Americans and outstanding citizens of the city of Augusta. And it also gives me great pleasure to actually read to you something that has been presented to you from the city of Augusta. It's a special proclamation from the city of Augusta, and it reads as follows. In recognition of a new Sefer Torah written and dedicated and in honor of the 50th wedding anniversary of Dorothy and Joe Daitch. Whereas Dorothy and Joseph Daitch are exemplary citizens of the city of Augusta in the great state of Georgia, and whereas Dorothy and Joseph Daitch have traveled the four corners of the globe in search of new adventures, and whereas Dorothy and Joseph Daitch have been respected business owners in Waynesboro and Augusta, and whereas Dorothy Carolyn Gilman Daitch is a graduate of the Junior College of Augusta and the Southern College of Optometry in Memphis, Tennessee, and whereas Joseph Daitch attended the Junior College of Augusta before entering the Georgia Institute of Technology. While in the Army, he attended the University of Missouri and the University of Minnesota. During World War II, he received 4 battle stars and the Bronze Star Medal in the European Theater of Operations. And whereas Dorothy and Joseph Daitch have been lifelong members of Adass Yeshurun Synagogue and supporters of Chabad Lubavitch of Augusta, and whereas Dorothy and Joseph Daitch are the beloved parents of Bobby Sue and David Lando, Mary Lynn and Larry Halsberg, Alan Michael Daitch, Risa Elaine and Peter Baskowitz, and David J. Daitch, and whereas Dorothy and Joseph Daitch are the proud grandparents of Sarah Sue, Sophie Lee and Effie, Rainey and Chloe, Walter and Nathan. Now therefore, I, Bob Young, Mayor of the City of Augusta, do hereby proclaim Sunday, December the 28th, 2003 to be Dorothy and Joseph Daitch Day in Augusta, Georgia. I said they were wonderful citizens of the city of Augusta. They're also, of course, Georgians. And here we have in front of me, which I'm about to read out, a proclamation from the state of Georgia, then dated December the 28th, 2003. And it reads as follows. To Dorothy and Joseph Daitch, it is indeed a pleasure to extend greetings on this very special occasion. Happy anniversary. It must be a great source of pleasure and pride to have reached this milestone and to be able to look back upon a rich and full life together after 50 years of marriage. Mary and I send you our warm congratulations and wish you many more years of happiness. Sincerely, Sonny Perdue. as Governor of Georgia. Okay, there's more to follow. This one comes from Jerusalem, and it's addressed to Dorothy and Joseph Daitch, 1014 Broad Street, Augusta, Georgia, United States of America. Sincerest Mazel Tov, wishes on your 50th wedding anniversary. It is indeed befitting that a new Sefer Torah is being dedicated in your honor. May you be granted many more healthy and happy years and drive much nachas from your family. The President of the State of Israel and Mrs. Moshe Katsav. And last but not least, we have a letter here. This letter is from the Vice President of the United States of America. It is dated December the 3rd, 2003. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Daitch, Lynn joins me in congratulating you on your 50th wedding anniversary. We are pleased to join with your many friends and family in celebrating the life you have built together as husband and wife. Please accept our very best wishes for your good health and for many more years of happiness. Sincerely, Dick Cheney. So I told you I wasn't exaggerating when I said their impact has been felt not only in this room, but in the world at large. You had proof of that. Finally, just in wrapping up, there were, of course, many people who have helped and made tremendous efforts in making today's and yesterday's events such a wonderful success. Obviously, I just want to recognize some of them right here now. Firstly, a special thanks to Rabbi Zalman and Chani Fisher of Chabad, Augusta. Also, a special thanks to you, Rabbi and Mrs. Hyman, for your wonderful Devar Torah and all the great things and friendship that you've mean to the Daitch family. Special thanks also to Bonnie Rubin and her staff at this lovely Ramadan Plaza Hotel. You know, we used to have a joke in South Africa where I grew up. My father used to call, he says, is that a Muslim hotel, the Ramadan Hotel? He said, no, it's the Ramada Hotel. I think that's how you call it here in America. I'm not quite sure. And of course, what would a Jewish celebration be without good food? I mean, it's impossible. You have to have great food at a Jewish simcha. And boy, this caterer has come through. They are wonderful, they are superb. I'd heard, one of the first things I heard when I got engaged to Bobby, she says, you know, we got a fabulous, incredible caterer in Savannah known as Gottlieb's. Wait till you see what I mean. And she's right. Thank you, thank you. And if you look around you in this room, you cannot help but notice, even some of us males often don't notice these things, but the flowers are absolutely magnificent. And special thanks go out to Cal Berry and his staff for the beautiful floral and table decorations. And I know you'll hear more from them in a few minutes. We're nearly at the end, but we also, special thanks go out to the wonderful musicians, the band Oye Klezmer from Atlanta. Also, again, Craig Levine of the Consulate of Israel in Atlanta. Thank you so much for your lovely words yesterday and, of course, earlier, just a few moments ago as well. Special thanks to Craig as well. And last but not least, thanks to all of you. It means so much to Dorothy and Joe and the whole family that you have come from far and from near to be with us to this very, very special day. This truly is the ultimate richness and joy for everybody. So thank you very much. No more speeches. Please enjoy the Simcha. Thank you.
Okay, you guys want another speech? No, okay. So the substitute for that, let's fill our cups for a l'chaim, please. Please fill your cups for l'chaim. A special l'chaim for the event. And on top of that, we all got l'chaim cups filled up. And on top of that, we would like to introduce a beautiful looking birthday cake. We can start coming in. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joe. Happy birthday to you.
Is it chocolate?
It's several flavors are in there.
Several flavors. Sounds good to me.
I think you're going to enjoy it. Mazel tov.
Thank you, dear.
Much love.
It was lovely.
We love every moment of it. Okay, you did a great job. You got two.
Very. Oh, the weeks to go another one.
All right, they can do that. You gotta take this.
Those smears.
Do it from the outside first. Do the outside first.
So bad about seeing you. Wow.
So, Mom, are you going to feed it to your husband? Huh? You going to feed him a piece?
I want to thank David. I want to thank all the Daitch family. You have treated us for a tremendous treat. We could never have done this on our own. This is a fantastic experience for us. I also want to acknowledge my colleagues who came from Columbia, South Carolina, Rabbi Muller and Rabbi Goodfriend, Chabad rabbis in Columbia, South Carolina. I also want to thank my colleagues from Atlanta, Rabbi Lou, who is the assistant rabbi at Beth Tfilah, Rabbi Lerman, who is Chabad in Gwinnett, and Chloe and Rainey go to the Hebrew school that he directs. I want to welcome Rabbi Schusterman from Chabad in town, Rabbi Minkowitz from Chabad of Alpharetta. Did I miss anybody? Their children, their wives, welcome. We're glad that you all came. We enjoyed your company, and again, I want to thank the Daitches for a tremendous, tremendous weekend. We enjoyed it, we loved it. We wish we can have it again next year.
Right there, perfect. All right, 3 shots. Here we go. Right to me, 1, 2. A little early there. Here we go, 2 more times. Right to me, 1, 2.
שיר למעלות, אשא עיניי אל ההרים, מאין יבוא עזרי, עזרי מעם השם, עושה שמיים וארץ, אל ייתן למות רגליך, אל ינום שומרך, הנה לא ינום ולא יישן שומר ישראל. השם שומרך, השם צילך, על יד ימינך. יומם השמש לא יככה וירח בלילה. השם ישמורך מכל רע, ישמור את נפשך. השם ישמור צאתך ובואך מעתה ועד עולם. שיר למעלות, אשא עיניי אל ההרים, מאין יבוא עזרי. עזרי מעם השם, עושה שמיים וארץ. אל ייתן למות רגליך, אל ינום שומרך. הנה לא ינום ולא יישן שומר ישראל. השם שומרך, השם צילך, על יד ימינך. יומם השמש לא יככה וירח בלילה. השם ישמורך